Have you ever prayed and felt like nothing's changing?
You're crying out to God, you're doing everything right.
Well, maybe it's time to add fasting to your prayer life. Because fasting isn't just an old religious practice. It's a powerful spiritual discipline that aligns your heart with God's power and will. Today, let's talk about fasting for spiritual breakthrough, a practical guide for beginners. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand fasting, you'll know exactly how to start and why it works. Before we begin, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Fix, where we help you grow closer to God, one step at a time.
Part 1. What is fasting Decision, really?
Let's start simple. Fasting isn't about punishing yourself or earning points with God.
It's about replacing physical hunger with spiritual hunger.
It's when you say, Lord, you are more important to me than food, than entertainment, than comfort.
In the Bible, fasting is always tied to seeking God deeply. Jesus fasted 40 days before beginning his ministry as a reign. Esther fasted before risking her life for her people daily. The early church fasted before making major decisions the soul. So fasting isn't about deprivation, it's about devotion. When you fast, you're turning down the noise of the world to turn up the volume of God's voice. It humbles your soul, clears your mind, and aligns your spirit to God's direction. Part 2. Why fasting brings breakthrough. So, why does fasting lead to breakthrough? Because fasting is a spiritual weapon. When you silence your flesh, your spirit becomes sharper, more sensitive to God's leading.
Suddenly, Scripture becomes alive. Prayers feel deeper. God's presence feels stronger. In Mark 9:29, Jesus said, "This kind can come out only by prayer and fasting."
When you fast, walls begin to crumble, not because you're strong, but because you've made room for God's strength.
Fasting doesn't twist God's arm. It softens your heart. It's not about making God move, it's about positioning yourself where He can move.
Part 3. Types of fasting. Now, let's talk about the practical SID. The types of fasting. 1. Complete fast, water only. This is what Jesus did for 40 days in the wilderness. It's a full fast, Dylan. No food, just water, and should be done only for short periods, and only if you're physically able. This type is for those spiritually and physically ready for deep consecration. 2. Partial fast, Daniel fast. In Daniel 10:3, Daniel said, "I ate no choice food, no meat or wine touched my lips." He focused on simple foods like fruits, vegetables, and water. This is perfect for those who want to fast for a longer period while maintaining strength. 3. Intermittent or time-based fast. This is very beginner-friendly. You might skip 1 or 2 meals a day and spend that time in prayer and worship. For example, skip lower, non-food fast, media or distraction fast. If you have health issues or can't fast from food, you can fast from distractions. Social media, television, online games, anything that steals your attention from God. Fasting isn't limited to food. It's about whatever helps you give God your undivided attention. Part 4. How to start fasting practically. All right, now let's get practical. Here's how to begin your first fast at ease, step by step. Step 1. Prepare your heart. Don't just stop eating this, start seeking. Before you begin, pray. Your motive matters. You're not fasting to impress God, but to invite Him deeper into your life. Step 3. Replace meals with prayer and the Word. If you skip food but don't pray, that's just dieting. Fasting is powerful only when it's paired with prayer and Scripture. Read passages like Isaiah 58, God's chosen fast, Psalm 63, the soul that thirsts for God. Step 4, stay hydrated and rest. Drink water, get rest. Don't push your body too hard. Your goal is spiritual strength, not exhaustion. Step 5, end your fast gently. When you finish, don't celebrate with a buffet. Ease back into eating with soup, fruits, or light meals.
Let the physical act of ending your fast mirror the spiritual gentleness of God's presence. Part 5. What to expect during a fast.
Let's be honest, fasting isn't easy. Here's what you might experience. 1. Physical discomfort. Headaches, tiredness, or irritability are common. That's your body detoxing not just from food, but from dependence on it.
2. Spiritual clarity. As your body quiets down, your spirit wakes up.
You'll start sensing things more clearly. God's whispers, convictions, ideas, and peace.
3. Emotional release. Fasting exposes what's hidden in the heart: anger, pride, bitterness, fear.
God brings these up not to shame you, but to heal you. So don't run from what fasting reveals. Let God work in those areas. Part 6. Common mistakes to avoid. Now, a few warnings, Nathan, because many people start strong, but stop early.
Mistake 1. Fasting to impress people. Jesus said, "When you fast, do not look somber. Your Father who sees..."
This is between you and God, not social media.
Mistake 2. Fasting without prayer. If you don't pray, you're just skipping meals. Fasting without prayer is spiritual starvation, not transformation. Mistake 3. Being too hard on yourself. If you mess up, don't quit. God looks at your heart, not your perfection. Mistake 4. Ignoring health limitations. If you're under medication or have medical issues, seek wisdom before doing intense fasts. Remember, fasting is about seeking God, not harming your body.
Part 7. The Rewards of Fasting.
Now here's the beautiful part, the rewards. Isaiah 58:8 says, "Then your light will break forth like the dawn."
Fasting brings clarity. God gives fresh direction, freedom. Strongholds and addictions begin to break. Power. Your prayers carry new authority. Peace. Your heart becomes still and confident in God.
Intimacy, you experience God's presence in a deeper way. Every time you fast, something changes, sometimes in the unseen. But even when you don't feel it, God is moving behind the scenes.
If this message is blessing you so far, type in the comments, "I'm ready for my breakthrough." And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Bible Fix so more people can experience the power of fasting too. Part 8. Your next step. So, where do you begin? Start small. Maybe fast one meal a day for 2 days, or try a half-day social media fast.
Don't aim for perfection. Aim for connection. The goal of fasting isn't to get something from God. It's to get closer to Him. Every hunger pang is a reminder. God, you're what I truly need.
So take that first step. Don't overthink it. Just begin your fast.
And as you do, expect God to meet you in that place of surrender.
Because when you fast, fast with faith. When you pray, pray with passion. And when you seek God, expect Him to move.
Fasting doesn't change God. It changes you. It resets your priorities. It reawakens your spirit.
And it opens the door for breakthroughs that words alone could never unlock.
So, if you've been waiting for something to shift, this might be your moment. Go on a fast. Seek God with all your heart. And watch what He does in return.
Thanks for watching Bible Fix. If this video blessed you, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and share it with someone who needs a spiritual reset.
And remember this, when you fast the right way, you don't lose strength. You gain spiritual power.
See you in the next one. God bless you.